These orchids are both terrestrial and epiphytes. Personally, I think they are more of epiphytes than terrestrial, because as you can see, the roots tend to come up rather than go inside the ground. You can see that the roots are, although they were planted in the ground, they tend to like lift themselves. I need to look for one. You can see these, they're the roots. So you can attach them on a tree, or you can grow them in the ground. I don't know if I mentioned this, these are called poor man's orchids because they are so affordable. They are cheap, really cheap, and they come in many colors. This is dominantly red, but there's also some orange. They also come in whites, they also come in purple. And then over here on the log, these are our local orchids, wild orchids. To me, they are more like the Vanda orchids, and they flower once a year, whereas these the poor man's orchids, they are really, when they are looked after, they are in flower almost throughout the year, but these will only flower once. And as you can see, this was actually part of a tree stem, so I cut it out and brought it with me. I just want to show you the other colors that I have of the poor man's orchids. Again, you see here, the roots are just in the air. This color is, I call it baby pink. When they open, they are white. As they start to die off, they become pink. So these are planted in soil. Yeah, I've got some weed in here growing, spoiling. It's a lantana. So these are purple. I call them purple. Other people call them pink, but for me, I think they are purple. This is also poor man's orchid. And then there's this cattleya. The cattleya attaches and does very well on a tree. And a cattleya, I think, can flower more than once a year. This one has been on this tree for years and years. So it's probably on its way out. The orchids that are on a tree, what I do every other 2 days, now that it's cold, I spray. But I don't spray in the morning because it's too cold. I wait for the probably maybe around 11ish. That's when I spray. And during hot season, you can even spray twice a day. And the fertilizing for the ones that are on a tree, I try to do it once a week, just so as to make sure that they are healthy. This one has been affected by the cold and also has got this which looks like a disease, but I don't want to throw it away. I'm hoping that one day I'll find a cure and get rid of all these problematic areas. Then I want to show you another Zambian orchid. Actually here there's two. There's this one. This one is found in Mwiche and I think Solwezi. This one, I don't know if you can see it, within the Lusaka area. I picked it off a tree from a friend's house and brought it here. So during the cold season, it doesn't do well at all. It looks sad, but come rainy season, it's very, very happy, and flowers once a year. It has white flowers. This type, unfortunately, I've not been able to make them flower. I've tried everything in the book, tried to change fertilizers, but nothing doing. This one over here is a dendrobium. I had it in the greenhouse and it was not doing well at all. So I decided to separate it and try attaching on trees, and it's blooming. I'm looking forward to it giving me some blooms. So this is one type which is very, very happy outside. In other places where it's a bit warm, they flower more than once a year. That is the dendrobium. Then here is another orchid which can also do well in the ground. The planting medium here is the ground mixed with charcoal. The oncidium flowers once a year. Last year it flowered around October. So I'm expecting some blooms in October. And this one again is the same poor man's orchid. And as you can see, the roots again, they tend to come up rather than going down. Oh yes, in fact, this one has already started. Can see, let me remove this weed so that you can see properly. This is a flower stalk of the oncidium. The oncidium flowers don't last long, but when they do, they put up a show. This one is purely in the soil, not even charcoal. This is just the soil. This again is Zambian orchid, and flowers once a year. The spike of the flowers is long, can even be more than maybe more than 2 meters, but the flowers are tiny, tiny. You would have to really take a closer look for you to realize that it's an orchid. So this one is quite happy and doesn't require a lot of water.